Pyramids, Disneyland, and me, and shall talk things all past, present, potential future for Disneyland Paris. Okay, so this is the last thing to cover from the DLP birthday press conference that took place on the 12th of April, the week before the Disney Music Festival began. And it's just a little update on the Lion King land. Now, I'm very surprised that we got an update for the Lion King land, which is still going to be years away. In fact, we can't even really give you like a concrete timeline right now of when we might expect that to open. No, because obviously it just got announced at D23 last year. We still got to get World of Frozen open this time next year. So yeah, this is still like a couple of years away. Right. Did they? Hold on. So I'll get the pace set up. Right, okay. Did they say that work was going to start this year? Or was that naive? I can't remember now. Do you remember? Oh, no. Might be. And then, yeah. Right. But, do we think this will be done before Universal GB? Have you taken that poll yet? Have you taken that poll yet? On what's going to get done first? WDS2 or Universal GB? You want me to take the poll? Take the poll. It's going to be Universal GB. You can just feel it. Lang will be walking around Bella going, "Abandon everyone needs to destroy!" Hey, you're slithering, get. Because I'm slithering. It's slithering. I did the test years ago and got slithering. Yeah. I was surprised, and I stated this to you at the time, I was surprised that they didn't give us updates on World of Frozen, which, oh, by the way, it's supposed to be opening this time next year. Yeah. That's dreadful. Like, didn't even want to give us like a month? Or a time period? Yeah. I know. With World of Frozen, all they just showed us was more concept art, which is that was it. They didn't even give us any updates at all. But that's supposed to be this time next year! I know. There's no point talking about something that's going to be like maybe 3-4 years in the future. Talk about something that's going to be literally round the corner. Right. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely delighted that we're getting a Lion King. I've said it already when we got the announcement last year. I'm looking forward to this, but right now, my priority is not on the Lion King land, because that is going to be years away. That's probably looking at maybe 2028, 2029 at the earliest. Right. Which would be before Universal TV. Yeah, so we got some new details about the future major attraction that will be coming to DAW, inspired by Disney's Lion King. Let's just clarify, it's based on the original 1994 film, not the 2019 live-action remake, because of course that caused quite a bit of confusion at D23 last year. Well, blame whoever did the concept art images. Yep. Absolutely. So. Oh, okay. So construction is set to begin in the fall of 2025. Oh, it's coming this year. Right, so it was this year that they're going to start construction. Right. So the fall of 2025, the sun rises on this realm after the grand opening of World of Frozen. An all-new attraction blending a spectacular water experience with state-of-the-art audio animatronics technology will plunge guests into the heart of the Pride Lands. Simba will await them for an unforgettable adventure, complete with iconic songs from 1994 film. So, is this basically going to be our version of Splash Mountain. Is that the... Yeah, the fact they mentioned the word plunge in there. Oh, you are going to contribute. Yep. You said you weren't going to contribute. You said you wanted to stick this one out. Well, I'm here as well. Yeah, we literally just recorded another episode where all three was on, so Mickey's still here. So, okay. Yeah. They mentioned the word plunge there. It kind of does confirm that it's going to be a Splash Mountain based ride, which you will be fine. Yeah, yeah. Of course, just to clarify, Splash Mountain, of course, has now been changed into Tiana's bio adventure. Did I say it right, George? Going down the bio. Yeah. So you'll be fine. It. I'm doing this. It's based on Lion King. I'm doing it. Literally, I don't care what a ride. If anything based on Lion King or Frozen, I'll do it. Doesn't matter what the ride mechanism is. Oh, I'll just make a note of that. And it's also on record for the boys and girls watching at home. I do have my moments I do sometimes forget I'm actually on the camera. So after making their way to the caves beneath the 37-meter high Pride Rock, guests will embark on a wondrous and sensational adventure through iconic scenes and sceneries from the beloved animated movie, navigating a path with 3 exciting slopes, including an impressive 16-meter high descent. Oh my god, you are going to get dropped. It is Splash Mountain. It's Splash Mountain. It's Splash Mountain. Have I watched Arrival? I'm not sure you have, so maybe go and find one of Splash or Tiana and have a watch for it, because that's what's the beautiful. I'll do that at some point of the weekend, maybe. So with a seamless blend of many audio animatronics figures scattered across a high detailed environment, coming to life thanks to state-of-the-art special effects and an unforgettable soundtrack. This attraction will be one of the biggest at Disneyland Paris. Yeah, really, just reading that. Yeah, I really thought this was going to be the biggest thing we've ever done. That's really exciting. Yeah, about time we go big and bold. Don't! You had to go there! You had to go! Don't! I know what you're thinking, you dirty bastards! Don't! Oh, happy hasn't hit ground! Stop it! Stop it right there! Stop it right there! No! I know exactly what they're referring to! No! Stop it now! Stop it now! No! Right there! No! Nope. Not gonna do that. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to this. Did we get anything else regarding that? I think they did show an image of one of the scenes involving Timon and Pumbaa. Oh, so that's supposed to go Hakuna Matata. Yeah. So that should also mean we're gonna get some of the not so pleasant scenes. Oh, here we go. Hold on. How come we're not allowed to do anatomy, but you're allowed to go and do morbid? Because there was no doodahs in Lion King, so... Well, there's a lot of masculine toxicity. Well, there we go, but that's about close you're gonna get. But yeah. Because we've been kind of saying so last year, we kind of think it's gonna be similar to, you know, things like Frozen Ever After, Little Mermaid, Journey in the Sea, which is in Tokyo. Yeah, it's going to be like that, where you basically get to go on this ride and you go and relive the story of the Lion King. So at some point, we're going to see the Stampede. And I'm going to take great pleasure of walking out the ride. Look, all the kids are all crying and screaming. Because their parents dragged them on the Lion King ride. They thought it was going to be fun. Come on in, kiddies! Let's go on the Lion King ride! Oh, what's over there? Oh, Mufasa's just fallen. Oh, Mufasa's landed. Oh, Mufasa's been trampled. Oh, we don't need to see that. And then towards the end, oh, Scar's there with his hyena friends. Oh, they look a bit nasty. Oh, what are they doing? What are they... Oh, we don't know. No, we don't see that. Oh. Yeah, we don't need to see that. Oh. And I'm going to love seeing all the kitties come up just crying. And I'm like, well, that's your own damn fault. Yeah. Because people seem to forget the Lion King, it's not really a family-friendly film. It is based on a Shakespeare play. Is it Macbeth or Hamlet? I think it's Macbeth, but I'm going to double check real quick. The sequel is based on Romeo and Juliet. I remember. Alright, so why did I not get to see that in high school? Right? Well, obviously in high school, but GCSE English, you have to do Romeo and Juliet, and we got shown various different films. So we got to see the stupid Leonardo DiCaprio one. Shakespeare in Love, got to see that, but told to hide during the sex scenes. I have no idea there were so many sex scenes because when we last went to Sarah's Hair, I got to see it on the plane, and I was like, I don't recall that many sex scenes. And yeah. So if anybody tells you you're not allowed to watch mucky films on the plane, they're lying, because I got to watch Shakespeare in Love and Bros on the way back. Oh yeah, love that. So Bros is it's an LGBT film about two gays in their 40s. Really funny. It's quite funny. Well worth watch. It's got Grace in for Will and Grace, so yeah. Hamlet. It's Hamlet. So yeah. So the first film is based on Hamlet, where I think everybody dies. There is one Shakespeare poem everybody dies. I can't remember if it's Hamlet or Macbeth. One of them everyone all dies. Right. I did Romeo and Juliet in school. Yeah, so it's not a pretty film. Okay, if you got songs like I Just Can't Wait to Be King and Hakuna Matata, but it's actually not really a family-friendly film. Neither is the prequel. And this really pissed me off last year at Christmas when I went to go see Mufasa's Lion King, which I quite loved. And people brought their children in. And I'm like, I'm barely sure this is not a children's film. Yeah, it's like, hello? There were very morbid scenes in that film, and I'm barely sure lions mauled at each other. There was a lot of cannibalism in the prequel. Yeah, it's like, oh. And Kairos getting off on one. Because his burn song, it kind of feels like he's trying to turn you on. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to take great joy in seeing kitties cry because they got traumatised on the Lion King ride because their parents thought it was going to be a nice fun family ride. I'm going to take great pleasure in it. But it happens. Yeah. Oh, it happens. Every child gets dragged on one ride and they hate it. For me, that was Big Thunder Mountain, August 2005. Yeah. And then he died. And I've never done that ride since. That's the ride that put me off doing roller coasters. You didn't do roller coasters. Not before I met you. But that is the ride. But I think in my early youth I was dragged on various roller coasters that they thought was family friendly. But that ride put me off doing roller coasters for life. So there you go. So yeah. So it all happened. Yeah, so it does happen. At some point in your lives, you will be put on a ride. Yeah, you traumatise you. You don't want to go on ever again. But those scenes are going to have to be in there because you can't tell the story of the Lion King. No! They're going to have to be... The Stampede is one of the most iconic numbers. And I just think the musical just... in the West End, just airbase even more. Yeah. And I think Rivers of the Pride Lands does it great with it as well. Yeah. So you're gonna have that scene in. You're also gonna have the scene where Scar gets mauled to death by the hyenas. So, yeah. Yeah. It's interesting how they're just going to focus on the song. When it comes to the soundtrack, it's interesting how they're just going to focus on the 1994. Oh, were you having some of the problem? I was hoping maybe we could have Shadowland, maybe, but nah. Well, maybe that could be on in the land, because obviously in the land you're gonna have a soundtrack. Yes, so like yes, so maybe when you're in the land we could have not just songs from all 3 films. Well, 2.5 films. Have you watched one? Yes, I have watched all 3 of the animated Lion King films. Lion King 1.5. It's half of it is footage from the first film, and the other half is original content. It's basically telling that story from the point of view of Timon and Pumbaa. That's it. And it has got some original songs in there, like the Digatana, Digatana, Digataka, Digataka, Digatana, Digataka, Digatana, Wake the Bonai home. So that's got some songs in there as well. Plus you got Lion Guard. Yeah. Lion Guard's got a great massive back catalogue. Could do that. Okay, they're short, but hey, doesn't matter. And of course, obviously, the Broadway and West End musical. That's got a great soundtrack. Easy to see with that being forced. Yeah. So the opportunity for the Lion King Land in terms of its soundtrack is endless. I know people say that about Avengers Campus, but I think Lion King is gonna top it even further. So can I just mention to me Broadway? Would you like to see the Frozen soundtrack? Oh. Could you imagine if we're in World of Frozen next year and all of a sudden we hear Samantha singing in Dangerous to Dream? I would love that. I would love that. Absolutely love that. So yes, I would love the Broadway musical and the Western musical from Frozen to be put on the soundtrack to its land. Absolutely. Frozen's got a lot more as well, because of Frozen you've got those shorts like Frozen Fever and Olaf's Frozen Adventure. They can be covered as well. Yeah. Of course, we know that Frozen 3 and 4 are in the works, so you could enter that. Yeah, so I think it's very exciting. And I'm going to be interested to see what they do with the audio animatronics, because it does sound like they're promising big. Now, as we all know from past bits, when the DLP promises something big, it ends up ending up completely flat on the floor. Yeah, so it does sound like big. Oh, it does sound very promising. It does sound promising. And if they can deliver, then good for them. A little part of you still wants to have Galaxy's Edge, don't you? Yeah. Well, we are going to hopefully one day do a return trip to DCA, so... But yeah, I know. They originally said they were going to do it. I know. But I think, for me... Oh, I know, I'm happy for you, because obviously that's 2 lands now that you... Well, when the expansion was first announced, there were already going to be 2 lands for me. Because I love Frozen, and I do like a bit of Star Wars. Oh yeah, because you only prefer up to before the original. Yeah. So anything before the original trilogy, that is George's preference for Star Wars, so like prequel trilogy, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Andor. Wait, Andor, are they releasing it all into blocks of 3? Because it's 2 weeks now since that's launched, and we've got the first 6 episodes already. I think it is. You just watch that at your own pace. I know. This is what I don't like about streaming services. They release things in blocks, and then it takes. And for people like me who are very old school, it just takes ages to get round. And of course, I'm going away soon, so I'm not going to. No, you just do it at your own pace. It's all in good time. But if you. Oh, I've already started. UK. Right. Yeah, so anything before the original trilogy, that is my preference for Star Wars. Yeah, but I just think it's going to be so great. And I've actually got confidence that they're going to be able to give us a really good landscape. And they're going to make it feel like we're going to be in the Pride lands. But more specifically, Pride Rock. Because that's really what we're getting here, isn't it? Yeah. I think all they can really do is just Pride Rock, have a restaurant in the shop, and be done. Yeah, be done. Yeah. Be done with it. Yeah. Because that has been the recipe for the other two lands. Yeah. So if it ain't broke, yeah, then don't fix it. Don't fix it. Yeah. So it's really exciting, and people like you have done Splash Mountain. It's gonna be really good to get you on that. Yeah, because some of the things we talked about for the details, it does sound like Splash Mountain. That's why I'm asking you two. Is it about Splash Mountain? Yeah. Yeah. I would when we go back to DCA. I actually would do TR's Bio Adventure. I would do it. Yeah, I would. Well, there we go. Especially if we go the Lion King version of it, then. Yeah. We go down the bio. Going down the bio. Going down the bio. I'll take you all the way. It's just such catchy. That is so catchy. Love that. Yeah, I'm really excited for it. Obviously, it's going to be a couple of years away. Okay, so they say construction's going to begin in the fall of this year. Give me an estimate. Right, just give me an estimate. How long do you think it's going to take to build this? You don't need to give me a specific year. You can just say, oh, like maybe 2 years, 3 years, like that. How long do you think it's going to take? So if they're convinced construction's going to start in the fall of 2025, when can we see this up and running? 3 to 4 years minimum. Okay, so you're gonna, well, it's like I'm 50-50. I want to be optimistic 3, but I think it's more like 4. So I'm gonna say 3 to 4 years. Okay. It's a big project. I mean, I know it's only one attraction, but it's a massive attraction, so it's gonna need more time to get. Yeah. So it's up. I think 2029. So you're saying 4 years. I think they'll time it for 2029 because that is another anniversary for the Fox franchise. So I'm gonna say 2029. I would love to say 3 years, but I think maybe Mickey's right. Do you know what? I'll go for the optimistic one then. We've had somebody go the long haul. I'll go short haul, and you can be on the fence. Or I could be Zoe me. Yes. Sing a bit of the song. No, that's enough. That's enough. Yes, you could be Switzerland. Well, I'm not the one who's going to be going away during your pictures. Oh, we got in there! Don't regret it. Don't regret it. I will say 3 years estimate, so 2028, but probably the fall of 2028, or it could easily go into the spring of 2029. But I'll say, as an estimate, I will say 3 years as an estimate. Yeah. But honestly, I'm just going to repeat it again. This is such a huge, exciting. See if I'm doing hand gesture? I know, just how excited I am for it. I'm literally putting emphasis. This is a huge moment for us because we have yet to have in 33 years. We have yet to have in 33 years. We have yet to have a land that is exclusive to DLP, and you can only find it at DLP. I mean, you had Shanghai's got Zootopia, DCA's got Cars. Yeah, you know, so so it's like we've yet to have a land that's exclusive to us that you can only get at DLP, and we're gonna have it. We are gonna have it, and it just feels so exciting. And I think it also helps the fact that Lion King is a very popular film in France. Because if you go through these movies, what are most popular in France? It's Peter Pan, it's Toy Story, it's The Jungle Book, it's The Lion King. And that is reflected in the fact that they've been the constant dominant features of a Disney parade, of a DLP parade, for the last 33 years. Yep. So, the French, you've done this. Because you just keep making it popular, you've done it. Yep. Power of the people, man. Power of the people. But it's a huge one because DLP has always been seen as the black sheep of the Disney resorts. It always has. Which is not fair. No, it's not fair. But that's the way a lot of people see it. People even do call DAW the worst park. Because it is the worst park! It is the worst park, but it just took the expansion for us to realise it's the worst park. Yep. Good part there. But people see this as a black sheep. So the fact that we are going to get our own exclusive one-of-a-kind land that you go find DLP, that is just brilliant. And it's going to make you want to flock over to us. Because if they work on the Lion King ride, you cannot go to Anaheim or Florida. You've got to come over to dear old Europe. Yep, you got to fly to Europe, and you got to come to DLP, and you're going to get wet. I was waiting for somebody to go nuts and use in there, but no, because obviously with Trantor they had it on the side, yeah, that you won't get wet. Yeah, so, yeah, I am so excited for this, because Lion King, it is my second favourite Disney IP after Frozen. So I am just so excited for it, and you know I'm going to be in that land. Alright, you know that with Frozen and Lion King, I'm going to be just want to spend all day in those lands. Just, well, I know there's probably going to be more attraction in them, but okay. Well, you're going to be stuck in the Frozen meet and greet queue for Elsa. Sounds good, curious. I know, because I know, but hey, I'll have the Frozen soundtrack in the background. True, that's true. That is true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Do we know if this is going to meet and greet? I'm not sure, but I think it would be a good idea because obviously you can meet Timon and Pumbaa. You can. So I think if they haven't already thought about that, I think they should do that, but we will see. This is still early phases. Yeah, it's still in early phases. That is fair. It is still both in the early phases. But I'll be surprised if this does not have a meet and greet, because obviously you can meet someone, you can meet Pumbaa. Right, so it would make sense to have a meet and greet there, and you can meet them. You can go meet them and be in that meet and greet. I just have this in the Lion King soundtrack. It's really brilliant. I'm just so looking forward to this. I cannot wait to get in there. Just like I cannot wait to get into Frozen next year. So it's gonna be, it's so exciting. It's so exciting, you know, to have these lands that are being built. Okay, I'll be massively old by the time we're in there, because I am turning 50 next year. Oh, someone get the violins out. Oh dear, George, you're in your twilight years. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Just yeah, but the fact they're gonna be here in my lifetime, that for me is something I can just be pleased with, you know. Yeah, I'm just so excited for these lands. I just can't wait for them to be built, and we get to see them in their glory. Because these are gonna look so much nicer than the Avengers Campus. It's just exciting times are ahead, DLP. Yeah, exciting times are ahead. Okay, yeah, there's only one attraction for each land, but hey, better than not being built at all. Yeah, but I'm just so excited for this, and I just cannot wait to get into that land. It's gonna be so exciting. It's gonna be just a wonderful, wonderful time ahead. Yeah. Can I just say one more thing before we go? with our estimates, we've all confidently estimated it's going to happen before 2031, which is when Universal GB will arrive. Still will be doing that, Paul? Yeah, thought you would. Yeah. Yeah, because obviously Universal GB, that is coming in 2031. And I'm just so excited for that. I'm going to be doing some videos about that on my channel as a separate thing, not related to any of my shows. Yeah, just little scariest videos. Got those coming up. That's something I'm going to be probably doing when I get back from Philly. Yeah, because there's not enough time now. Oh, it literally got announced the same week as this deal of this conference that we were going to have. Yeah, show what's coming up for DLP. And I'm not had time for that. So those will be 2 bits I'll be recording after I get back from Philly. So that's been keeping out on during the summer. But for this, it's just amazing, it's exciting, and I cannot wait for it to come. Cannot wait to go and bask in the Pride Lands. Cannot wait. It's going to be so exciting. Now you can go and cool down in Frozen Land. Yep. There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You start in Lion King, you bask in the glowing sun, you go to a Frozen and just cool down. Really well done. Put that there. Put that there. That's how we're going to end the show. Well done. Put that there. Right. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, merciful attack. Bye bye.